Can you slice cheese on a meat slicer? It's a common question many people have because a meat slicer can be used for much more than slicing meat. The answer is yes, you can indeed slice cheese with a meat slicer, but you'll need to take some extra precautions to make sure you're doing it safely. First of all, it's important to remember that cheese is a softer food than meat, so it requires extra care when slicing. That's why it's important to select the right slicing blade for cheese. A straight-edge blade is the best choice for slicing cheese, as it will ensure an even cut and reduce the risk of the cheese sticking to the blade. Next, you'll want to adjust the thickness of the slicing blade. Cheese is a much softer food than meat, so you'll want to set the blade to the thinnest setting possible. This will help reduce the risk of the cheese sticking to the blade, as well as reduce the risk of the cheese becoming too thick or too thin. Finally, it's important to remember that cheese is much more likely to stick to the blade than meat. To reduce the risk of this happening, it's important to keep the cheese cold. You can do this by putting the cheese in the refrigerator for at least an hour before slicing it. By following these simple steps, you can safely and easily slice cheese on a meat slicer. Just remember to select the right slicing blade, adjust the thickness, and keep the cheese cold before slicing. With these precautions, you can confidently slice cheese on a meat slicer and enjoy the delicious results.